Hello. Hello, everybody. Let me know if you can hear me okay, or if I need to adjust my headset. Eh, the nail on my thumb is holding on for dear life at this point. It's literally the gelled on polish that is keeping it from popping off. Ow. I'm doing alright today. How's everybody else doing? Hi, people. Ah, new person! Welcome to my stream. We just mostly hang out and vibe, because, to new people, while I wait for a part to come in for my desktop, I'm streaming off a laptop, and this laptop's very derpy. I cannot run more than a couple programs at once, and right now I need to run my browser and the streaming program, and my VTuber program, obviously, so it's all I can handle. I can't play games and stream at the same time. It makes the laptop explode, so... My streams for now are just chill, chit-chatty, ASMR, hangout, BS, whatever streams. Hey, surgery. Oh, geez. Hope you're okay. I'm doing alright. Little mad at myself because I got a really big dinner and I barely ate any of it before I felt full. Then again, I did polish off my iced coffee before I ate. And apparently, iced coffee has suddenly become very filling for me. Don't know why. I ate like half my potatoes. And to be fair, these aren't like little potatoes. These are like full-size potatoes as they like cut them in half and put the halves in there. And there's like a bunch of them. It's a lot of potatoes. And they're covered in garlic butter. Nathan, you may want to word that better because I'm a VTuber and an ASMR creator, and we already don't have the best reputations in the world. Watch, if I am able to stream for more than like an hour or two, I'll probably get hungry again and just start mukbanging for you. Someone's mowing their lawn at 7 o'clock in the evening. What's going on? Why would you do that? People are like trying to relax. Why would you make so much noise? As for Cajun chefs, like, I probably pronounced it really weird, Cajun, they make, like, the best seafood I've ever had. They, like, put all these spices in the butter sauce, and then just cover it in butter sauce, and then they, like, broil it just right. It's so good. See you later, Mickey. Yeah, Cajun. Poor eyes. So, this is going to be an interesting stream because I have to sit at a weird angle by my desk because I lost my glasses. Which means I can't see from where I like to usually sit. I have to be like right on top of the computer, which is probably really bad for my eyes, but I can't see otherwise. And I want to see what y'all are saying. What's my favorite ASMR video I've ever done? I don't know at this point. You gotta keep in mind, I've done between 600 and 700 on YouTube alone. And probably another couple hundred at this point for Patreon. And then whatever I've done for commissions over the years. So I can reasonably say I've probably done 800 to 1,000 ASMR videos total in my life so far. That's a lot for me to pick just one. Hi, I'm doing okay. How are you? Yeah, I know I've made a lot of audios compared to other creators, including creators who've been doing this as long as I have, if not longer. And so I may seem like a crazy person, but I like what I do. I enjoy being creative. I don't have a type A personality exactly, but I like being productive and having a sense of purpose. We'll see how long I can stay on stream today. I wasn't given a time limit by my family. They're pretty cool watching the kids. Probably because, given the time, my 8-year-old has to get up now to go to her new school. Both kids are going to bed around the same time, so they don't have to deal with them very long once I start streaming. Right now, the kids go to bed between 8 and 9, so it's already like 7:15. So, yeah, my folks are being cool. They'll just put the kids to bed and have the other baby monitor camera so they can check on little Fox. And then I have one too here in my office. Well, Fox is doing good, doing good. Part of why I'm kind of low energy is she didn't really nap today. Because I usually grab a nap with her when she naps, and she usually naps when she does nap. Anywhere from like 45 minutes to like 2.5 hours. It's crazy. So, like, we get good naps in. But she decided that her 10-minute nap in the car when I was on my way home from an appointment was all the nap she needed. And she's been awake the rest of the day. I got waxed today. The lady who does it is like really nice and like, I won't say she's like slow about it, but she's like meticulous. She doesn't just like slap it on and immediately rip it off like a lot of places do and don't do a good job. She does a good job because she takes her time. But yeah, I'm all smooth now. I feel nice, like an orca should. What's my favorite what now? I'm very, very bad with initialism. Hello, friend. How are you doing? No, little fox doesn't sneak around at night because she's still in the crib. In all honesty, my family, we're not in the best living situation right now. The house isn't like little kid proof. It's all right for my 8-year-old, like, 'cause she knows better than to like touch things and put stuff in her mouth. So like, it's fine for her. But it's not really 2-year-old proof, and it kind of can't be, just because of the amount of stuff in it and just the size of the house compared to the number of people trying to live in it. So yeah, we got to keep her in a crib. Because if she's allowed to wander at night, she can go anywhere and get hurt. Oh, that person. Yeah, I've seen like aside from a collab we did and a collab we're working on my end, I just need to edit together. I've just been waiting until I get a PC again because it's easier on the editing programs I use on the PC are easier to edit collabs with, just with how they're set up, than what I use on my MacBook. Just so that's what's going on with that. But I've only seen like less than a handful of her stuff, and it's all right. She tends to cater to specific tropes and memes, which is fine, because that's obviously what our audience likes. But I try to steer away from doing a lot of tropey, stereotypy kind of stuff in favor of giving, or at least trying to give each character, even one-offs, a unique personality and story. I'm doing alright. How you doing? Uh, Senko. Brock, remind me who Senko is. The name rings a bell. And I'm like half tired, so it's not going very far in my brain. Hey. Considering I have almost 700 audios on YouTube, maybe like an eighth of them have some kind of yandere. Just ratio wise and fractions wise and percentage wise, that's not as many as you may think it is. I have more Nekos than yanderes. Oh. Which username, Jack? I'm going by a few now. Have you ever thought of doing an ASMR series? Define ASMR series, because I have several ongoing stories. A major one I kind of took a break from because I feel it actually already came to a natural ending, and adding any more to it would be like beating a dead horse and just pushing something that's already kind of done. But I've got characters that are going on with their stories, like Ruby, my vampire, Takara, uh, Nika and Sasha. They're all having progressive stories that have been going for years now. I just don't like pump out audios with them every 5 minutes. I take breaks, but I'm still doing stuff with them. Oh, opinion Neck and listener, that's totally cool. I plan on doing more with that in the future. Like more with the listener being like a Neko or a vampire or a monster or something like that. Oh, my southern belle. That would be Amelia, the country girl bartender. I wouldn't quite pinpoint her as being like southern, more so as country, because her accent is very derivative of West Texas. Uh, Good night, Marty. Oh yeah, you like the Remorseful X one? That's cool. That one I kind of drew inspiration from a old journal entry from an online friend of mine. Because one evening, I just went down a rabbit hole of browsing old live journals, mostly the ones in my old friend circle, and I was just reading through everybody's posts, and I was going back to like 2006, and I came across this one post by my friend where she just wrote a whole long thing about how she regretted breaking up with her boyfriend. She thought she knew what she wanted and she didn't, and it was very interesting. And I wanted to make that into an audio. And if you don't know what LiveJournal is, because it's pretty much a dead website at this point, way back in the mid to late 2000s, it was the most popular site for blogs before Tumblr started. A lot of people in LiveJournal migrated to Tumblr, especially after a Russian company bought LiveJournal. Kind of made people scared. So they moved to Tumblr when Tumblr booted up. Will there be a Minotaur girl? I've debated it. I've debated it. I've been thinking about doing more like beastie kinds of characters that are more like feral than they are humanoid in terms of how they act. I've kind of been already dabbling in that with different kinds of wolf girls to see the kind of response I get from people. Where the username Kitty Minx come from? Um, I've been in the porn industry for a very long time. And my original name that I went by, that I did when I was like stripping, and when I first started doing camming and stuff, when I started doing adult work seriously and got a manager and an agent, they wanted to like put me in. There was actually a database for porn performers that you register your stage name with. And when they went to register my stage name, that name was already taken by somebody. Albeit they did the research and the person was only active for a year and stopped making stuff. But because that name was already registered, they couldn't have two people with the exact same name. It would just confuse folks. So I had to, like, on the spot, come up with a new name. Kitti is very loosely based off my IRL first name. And Minx was suggested by my manager. Because he thought it sounded, like, nice when I said Kitti. Alas, I'm not with that agency manager anymore. Several years ago, parted ways. My husband's actually in a few of my audios already. Um, he's in one, and he's in a couple as the character Misha, who is Sasha's brother. Voices him. And then I have my Yandere siblings audio, where you're kidnapped by a brother and a sister. And it kind of, in hindsight, it kind of has a bit of incest in the undertones. But we went for creepy. So we weren't thinking about that when we were, like, writing up the outline. But yeah, he voices the brother in that. One thing to keep in mind, my husband and I, for a while, we exist in different schedules. Like, especially now, I'm usually asleep when he comes home from work. And then when I'm awake, he's usually asleep or getting ready for work. And then he goes to work. Aside from his days off, we don't really have time to hang out and work on stuff together. And now that we have 2 kids going on 3, when he does have time off, it's kind of, family oriented. When he doesn't have to run errands. Because I've asked him, I said, you can do more audios with me. Because he's gotten a lot of feedback. People like his voice, not just on my channel, but he has a Twitter that he uses to talk to friends. And they do the Twitter Spaces thing where they just talk with their voice over Twitter. And people have come in and said, "Oh, I love your voice." So I know he's good at it. Like, he's got a good male ASMR voice. It's just time for him. He doesn't have much of it. Hey, Emma, if you really like collecting shells, I don't know if it's still like this because I haven't been there in like 20 years, but Sanibel Island in Florida, when I was there as a kid, the beach was full of pretty shells. Like, really nice snail shells, conch shells, just a lot of cool stuff. My grandma, who took me to that beach, used to collect them. Like the really, really nice ones. She'd get them cleaned up and sealed and had a little collection. Ah, good old Sandy Hook. I remember Sandy Hook. Prior to the hurricane and all that. I actually lived in New Jersey for a brief period of time when I was very young. We're chatting, Jack. One thing y'all gotta understand about my streams, especially my Thursday streams, is they tend to just go off the rails. Because we'll start talking about different stuff, and it just, like, snowballs into just going off the rails. If it wasn't for the fact that there's already a podcast that live streams already called Off the Rails, I would just title this one each time just Off the Rails. Oh yes, I got paid for Save for Work things all the time. I had a guy actually who paid a lot of money to just literally hang out with me and watch his favorite retro TV shows. Because that's really all he wanted was just a pretty lady to hang out with in a nice suite, eat food, share wine, and watch his favorite things. And of course, I did like dancing, and I kind of doubled as a therapist for a lot of people. They literally just wanted someone to talk to and vent their life story to. I got more sessions for not sexual stuff than I did for any weird kinks, for example. You'd think it'd be the other way around, but it wasn't. Oh, oh dear, MLP. I'm sorry. That seems to be a predicament a lot of people are facing these days, at least in America. I hope everything works out for you, though. If it wasn't for the fact that I'm not in the best situation myself, despite what it may seem, and my husband and I are desperately saving for a new house, I would see if I could help out in some way. But if you have a GoFundMe or something like that, email it to me, and I will post it on my socials if that helps. Oh, Raptor Jack. I can say I know that sensation because I've I've been in that position. For me though, it was more so a side effect of not being on good medication for my mental health. I just literally got like numbed out, so I couldn't feel anything in any direction, and it was not good. But so I kind of understand where you're coming from with that. I wouldn't say don't try to fake emotions, like, because people can usually tell when you're faking it, and it can get insulting. But you can use your words to at least convey things like sympathy. Now, interesting enough, when my grandfather passed away, I didn't cry. Uh, my mother was a mess, obviously, because he was her dad, and she was definitely, her father's daughter. But I didn't cry. And then months later, I went to visit my grandma at her house to help her out with some stuff. And when I was alone, about to go to sleep, it just hit me like, oh shit, my grandpa's gone, and I probably cried for like an hour. So things tend to hit people at different times in different ways. I don't think it's the end of the world anytime soon. It may seem that way at times, but one thing I've learned from just history is it may take a while, but things seem to just have a way of working out. Albeit not always favorably to everyone equally, but things work out for different people at different times. Because my personal belief is the universe functions on a form of balance. And that includes like balance between good things and bad things. Catch you later, After Jack. Have fun at your club meeting. A little stretch. Biden is still in office because, contrary to what very vocal people say, he himself has not really done anything to warrant impeachment and removal. And even if he was impeached, like Trump was impeached, Trump was fully impeached. The process went through. He was impeached twice, I believe. But impeachment and then removal from office are two separate procedures. So a president can be impeached. They can be convicted of doing something wrong while in office. But then the votes don't go through to have them removed from office. Bill Clinton was impeached. I believe he was impeached over the Monica Lewinsky situation. But again, he wasn't removed. He stayed in office until the end of his term. And then before he could get impeached and prosecuted, Nixon resigned. I think he may have been impeached like in the aftermath, but he resigned before he got any real consequences for Watergate. Like, I hate to say it, you can be a minimal effort president and stay in office for a full 4 years. You may not make any breakthroughs, but doing the bare minimum isn't illegal. People consider Jimmy Carter to be like the most bare minimum president in recent history. And holy shit, has he been proving everybody wrong since he left office. I don't know if y'all know, but President Jimmy Carter, even now, he's in his like 80s or 90s, has been partnered with Habitat for Humanity. And he's been building houses with his bare hands for low-income people. Just straight up, like, he's there on the ground, hammer in hand, you know, working on the wood with other folks, obviously. But he's there on the ground. He's not just sitting in some office. I don't consider that minimal effort at all. That's probably more effort than a lot of presidents do in their life. Also, I get frustrated when people say ex-president is running things into the ground, because it takes years for things passed in Congress and things the president signs off on to take effect. Very little happens immediately. A lot of stuff takes years to fully fall into place. So stuff we're seeing now, a good chunk of it is because of Trump and even Obama. It's all a domino effect. And people are trying to blame inflation on the government when nearly every country in the world is dealing with major inflation. especially Europe and parts of the Middle East. Like, people think gas in America is expensive right now. My cousin in Jerusalem told me the equivalent of a gallon of gas there is about $8 US. And that's at the cheapest station you could find. That's a lot. What's up, Zach? I'll have to listen to the Yuriko video again, because I made that one at a very weird time with very limited stuff. I used a random USB mic I found in a drawer and an iMac that was many years old that I was able to load like basic programs onto, and just kind of cobbled it together just because I was so inspired to make that audio and I wanted to put it out there. But it it wasn't rushed, it just was like cobbled together in a very janky way. So I want to re-listen to it anyway a few times because I'm thinking about redoing it now that I have like better materials. Like for example, I have my really awesome binaural ASMR microphone. I really think I could do like a whole lot more with it than I was able to do on the plug and play microphone I used. And man, I just remember that took forever to edit because that computer was so old. I kept getting the spinny rainbow wheel death just clicking things in the program. And then every time I would like work on a track, it would crash. So it should have only taken me a few hours to edit. It took several days on and off work. I have not seen Broken Arrow 1996. Get you later, Avalon. Get you later, Austin. I think I saw 1776 a long time ago. I don't remember much of it though. I do remember when I was in college briefly being obsessed with the movie The Patriot. Mostly because I really, really liked Tappington. Pregnancy is so weird, y'all. Because it does the most random, weird ass things to the human body. Besides growing the baby, it has so many side effects that you don't even think about. Like my hair is getting really, really thick while simultaneously falling out. I don't understand it. It's so weird that I have to take longer to brush and comb my hair. And despite it not looking any different, in fact looking a little fuller, I'm still like brushing out like what looks like a whole cat's worth of hair. I swear, I'm just spawning cats every time I brush. I don't know why that popped in my head. The avocado song. Y'all are just getting kicked out? The fuck? Y'all tried going to court? Are you in America? Because if you're in America, you can probably go to court over that. How old was I when I lived in Jersey? I lived in Jersey on and off because I also my folks are split up. They split up when I was a baby, so I used to divide my time between my mom's and my dad's. But my mom lived in Jersey from when I was like 1 to when I was like 12. But that time was divided a lot with going to my dad, and then when I was little, before I started like real school, spent a lot of time in Israel too. Okay, I just kind of move like hugs, 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 hugs. Do I have a favorite Disney film? Ooh, that's tough because there's so many good ones. I am partial to Lilo and Stitch, just because when that movie first came out, I just was obsessed with it, and I probably saw it like half a dozen times in theaters before it left. And I loved Stitch. I still do, but I'm not like as obsessed with Stitch as when I was younger. I have a Stitch collection. It's all in boxes now. But I used to have on display when I was a teenager a bunch of Stitch plushies, figurines, uh, art prints from the artists in Disney World, t-shirts, all kinds of stuff. Uh-huh. Oh, hey, hey, Ty. It goes good. How are you? Thoughts on the Fox and the Hound. Ugh, that movie made me so sad. I know it has, like, a happy ending, but you know what part I'm talking about. So sad. Yep, Stitch has his lady, Angel. She initially was created for the Disney Channel show, but she was so popular, they just kind of made her part of the whole Stitch canon and lore officially. To the point where when they made the Stitch anime in Japan, she was a recurring character in that, more so than she was in anything made in America. Because that's how freaking popular she was. And she still is. I still, at least in Tokyo Disneyland, you see a lot of Angel merch as much as you see Stitch merch. They're kind of like Mickey and Minnie. I was surprised when I went to a Disney store in America outside of Disney World or Disneyland, and they had a couple of Angel toys. I bought them. I thought it was so cute. Angel of Stitch's Bochibo. Beauty and the Beast is such an amusing film for me. Because my younger sister, when she was little, she was terrified of that movie. And she was terrified of the Beast. And the poor child. Meanwhile, when I was in like high school and college, we loved that movie because Gaston was like a meme. Gaston is actually responsible for one of my internet accomplishments as a high schooler. I made a LiveJournal account where I was role playing as Gaston, and I would go on random posts and just comment in character as Gaston. And there was one post where someone was going on a huge diatribe about Yowie, and I just replied, "No one writes Yowie like Gaston." And underneath that was a picture of some fan art of Gaston and LeFou. And that got screenshotted and posted on 4chan. I didn't do the screenshot because I really didn't like 4chan. It was very confusing for me. I didn't understand it. And I just saw there was a lot of mean people on there, so I didn't really go there. But I got told that it went to 4chan. Hola. Yeah, birds going off. It's that time of day, unfortunately. Gotta stretch. I need to do something about this wire apocalypse under my desk. All these wires are all just jumbled up and tangled around each other. I don't know how it happens, but it does, and it's annoying. I heard from a few different sources that as of like the end of September, I think it is, 4chan will no longer exist except in the Wayback Machine. Something's going on and the server host can't manage it anymore, and the site needs to go down. I imagine all those users will just go to other places, probably 8chan, which is, from what I've heard, even more of a hellscape. And hopefully they won't take their 4chan bullshit to more innocent platforms. I only visited 8chan once, because I was curious about what the fuss was about. I'm like, it can't possibly be that crazy. The very first board I clicked on a random board. First page, one of the first posts, was a bunch of lolicon. And not like regular lolicon, where it's like, oh, this character is like a 1,000-year-old dragon girl, the 12-year-old. No, no. These are drawn to look like freaking toddlers. I almost threw up in my mouth. I was so horrified. I had to, like, cleanse my brain. I was like, what the fuck is wrong with people? Hello, people joining. Sorry if there's a bit of lag. My computer just kind of freaked out a bit. One of those, like, auto OS notifications popped up, and it made everything on my computer freeze for like a minute. Alright, what's going on, computer? Why are we lagging? I got rid of that notification. What are we doing, computer? What are we doing? Computer. Computer. What are we doing? Settle down. Settle down, Beavis. I mean, exactly my point. This laptop is so janky. I don't understand how it was marketed as a gaming laptop. That's why I bought it. The company said it was a gaming laptop, albeit a very, very base model gaming laptop. It wasn't the most expensive thing in the world. Expensive for me, because I'm a broke-ass bitch. But it's not fancy. But it doesn't work like a gaming laptop should, that's for sure. So slow. I doubt even when not streaming, I could run any, like, epic games like Skyrim or GTA or anything. It would probably freeze to hell and back. Uh, let's see. What kind of computer do I have? I know there's a way for me to look it up. Uh, hmm. Let's see. There we go. I think that's it. It's an Asus Republic of Gaming laptop. Exact model, I'm not sure, but it's a 64-bit OS with 24 gigs of RAM. And it's an AMD processor. And it's running Windows 10 because I don't trust Windows 11 yet. Catch you later, Zach. Stay awesome. And I know it's not the Republic of Gaming brand that makes crappy products, because in 2019 I had a Republic of Gaming laptop that I did everything from, albeit I wasn't a VTuber yet. But I made all my audios on it. I did regular IRL streaming on Twitch with that, and it worked fine. It just, like, died during my pregnancy with little Fox. The motherboard died, and the repair shop wasn't even sure why, because it wasn't that old. It just died. But when it was working, it worked amazing. And my husband has an ROG laptop, albeit a much, much, much better, fancier model than what I have right now. Like, he spent a lot of money on his. And he says it works amazing. Like, he's able to play, like the Call of Duty games on it just fine with his friends. And, Ghost Recon. And other things. And he says everything runs great. Albeit he hasn't tried streaming with it, because he's not a streamer. But he says what he does run on it works fine. My new desktop is a custom build, so hopefully it works well. Spent a lot of money on parts for it, that's for sure. He's going to have like 5 terabytes of hard drive space. That'll last me like a year. Can you believe it's been an hour already? Goodness. An hour, and I still haven't done what I said I was gonna do. I have just really bad ADHD brain. Like, really bad. Because I can't take my full dose of medication for it, being pregnant and all that. So my brain likes to ping pong around. And I'm probably going to be up all night again because I drank a fair amount of coffee. Frick. Speaking of the coffee, I think it's hit now. Need to go potty. I have to be right back. Don't go anywhere. I'll be back in like 5 minutes. And I'm back. Hey, Fireball. You leaving? Have a good evening. Here's some kisses. Mwah, mwah. Ada, ada. Oh, MLP, what the fuck? Yeah, that sounds like A-chan. Lone Wolf, you have a drug story? What kind of drug story? Drug stories are cool, as long as you're not, like, actively promoting that everybody do drugs, because that's not appropriate for YouTube. Even though this stream's not for kids, and I don't market it as being for kids, my content's not even for kids, and I try to make that painfully obvious. Still, YouTube's very much, think I did children. When you're wearing makeup and you have an itch on your face. I'm not wearing makeup right now, but like, I scratched, and I just remembered when I wear makeup, can't scratch any itches on your face. Gotta like dab them. It doesn't work. I need to clean. Gonna probably do that this weekend. So much cleaning to be done. Oh hey, there's a horse dildo. Just sitting out in the open. Existing. Forgot to put that in the bin, I think. I think that's what happened. Huh. Well, good thing the kids don't come in here. What was I talking about before I went to go pee? I know, I'll do a poll. Because I want to, at some point, get to the topic of what this stream was supposed to be. Hey, it's going good, going good. How you doing? I was typing. Okay? But paying attention to typing. Ooh, wah, 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 wah. Ooh, wah. Why do I do this? Why do I spend money on a lot of food and then sometimes barely eat any of it? Why am I like this? It's a waste of money. Oh yeah, with my dinner tonight. Initially, the delivery guy delivered it to the wrong house. And when I was on the phone with the delivery app about it to try to get a refund, because it said it delivered, but it wasn't at my house, doorbell rang, and he showed up with the food. Like, I'm sorry, I went to the wrong house originally. My GPS sucks. And I'm like, it's okay, dude. It's okay, dude. I just want to eat. But I almost got a refund. Catch you later, Austin. Yeah, when I'm done with stream, I'm probably gonna take all this food to the kitchen and try to find room in the refrigerator. Maybe eat it for lunch tomorrow. Share some potatoes with the little fox. Fun times when you go to work stoned. Oh man. I once took a flight high as a damn kite. Made the mistake of eating an edible just to like calm my airplane nerves before I left to go to the airport. By the time I was halfway to the airport, I was like completely stoned. Just completely out of it. I think I got through checking in for my flight and security and getting onto the plane entirely on autopilot. Just entirely on autopilot. Doing the bare minimum to get by. And then I remember falling asleep on the plane. And then waking up when it landed. And then still being out of it when I went to get my bags. And when my mother-in-law picked me up. She's like, are you okay? I'm like, yeah, I was tired. And I just kind of stared into space until I got home. So yeah, interesting story, I know. But yeah, don't go on a flight like that. It wasn't a good idea. I could have gotten hurt or gotten in trouble. Ah, we got a tie. Aw, oh, jeez. Ugh. Da 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 da. Okay, let's see what the poll is doing. Oh, we still got a tie. Da da da. I think I'll start with teaching all about facial hair. That's what I'll do. Go to the goggle. Make sure my settings are save search is on, because I know when I look up lingerie at some point it might show me boobies, and I don't want boobies when I'm streaming on YouTube. Not a good idea. Let's start with facial hair. Okay. Okay, I don't know if I need to show y'all, like, photo examples of different kinds of facial hair, because I'm pretty sure most of you are dudes, and you know what facial hair looks like, but when I do lingerie, I might bring up pictures, because you may not know what every kind of lingerie looks like. Anyway, alright. No, that don't look right. I gotta move myself. Ooh, yeah, gotta adjust. I'm too big. Why am I so big? Oh, now I'm a little small. Gotta fix that. There we go. That loaded weird. Weird. Okay. So y'all want to learn about facial hair? Let's start with clean shaven, because I'm an expert at that. Clean shaven either means you're too young to grow facial hair, you're in the military, you work a corporate job, or one time some chick you really like told you when you don't shave you look like Justin Bieber, and you really would like to believe that's true, so you can get more chicks. It's not. That's what no facial hair means. I think for most people, the corporate job thing is what's going on. It also could mean you just can't grow facial hair, so you don't even try. Could mean that too. Yeah, let's see. If you have a 5 o'clock shadow, you actually have a happy hour shadow. It also means you can kind of grow a beard, but when it gets too thick, your face looks really, really weird and you don't like it. It could also mean you're middle-aged, but it makes you look like 10 years younger, and you really like that. And my computer just popped a bunch of notifications again and froze. Fuck my life. Let's see. A regular, thickish mustache, but just a mustache, means when I don't have this mustache, you can't recognize me. It also means I have incredibly strong forearms, because I have dad strength, the 8th wonder of the world. A patchy, barely grown in mustache and nothing else means, can I pay for a massage in Bitcoin? That also means I can't grow facial hair, but I'm gonna try anyway. A really patchy beard look means I'm 13 and I just tried to shave for the first time. Didn't go well. That also means I don't think I can grow facial hair. At least not properly. But damn it, I'm gonna die trying. a regular full mustache and beard look that's nicely groomed means if I shave this all off, you really wouldn't recognize me. Also, hello, I'm your dad. It also means, uh, uh, can, can, can we, like, hug here at the park? Because you're a nerd. A slightly longer, but still, like, relatively groomed beard. Because beard oil's a thing. Means I love my Harley, I love my death metal, I love my beer, and I love my women. Guess which one I love the most? Let's see. A really long Fu Manchu mustache and nothing else means I'm a villain. Pretty sure that's the default facial hair for villains. Gotta have a stereotype somewhere. A crazy mustache that used way too much product means I was a hipster back in 2012. I had a really popular Tumblr blog. It was all about aesthetic. Now, I deliver things on bikes for a living. Oh yeah, and my bike was my neighbor's bike. But it's mine now, because I stole it. He should get better locks next time. A really crazy, like, drawn-in patterns facial hair means, like, flames and shit. It means I'm going through something right now, feeling kind of unstable, but I'm too indecisive for a tattoo. So this is the next best thing. A really long, almost unruly beard means if it's like light gray to white and I have it year round, I'm Santa. If it's not and I just grew it out recently, it's my instability beard. Also, don't sniff it. I drop a lot of food in it. Don't sniff. Don't sniff. Now, a Hitler mustache means you're Hitler. And I'm pretty sure you can't have those anymore. It used to mean you're Charlie Chaplin, but Hitler ruined it. A soul patch and nothing else means I'm really good at music, but I mostly play woodwinds. Want to hear my clarinet? And it can also mean, son, this is your penis. Now, if you have, like, really prominent sideburns, but nothing else going on, it means I realize I can't grow facial hair. This is the most I can do. And damn it, I'm gonna rock it. It also means I watch a lot of BBC, and I really like David Tennant, so I'm gonna copy his look. Welcome back from your meeting, Raptor Jack. Let's see, what else is there? What else is there? What else is there? Oh yeah, yeah. A scraggly neck beard means you're Jonah Hill. You live in your mom's basement. Or they said you could be anything. So you decided you want to look like the shaft of a penis. Hello there, friend. Okay, if I forgot any other common types of facial hair, let me know, and I'll see what I can come up with. And I just realized if my stream's been this laggy today, and I'm just like literally chatting with not much going on the screen, because my computer's being a dick, I don't know if I can screen record looking at pictures on Google without it lagging even more. Looks like we'll just have to go with a verbal reference. Oh boy. New person, new person, new person. Oh yeah, sideburns and a mustache. Now, are they connected or are they separate? Because if they're connected, it means you're the dad from Disney's Tarzan. If they're not connected, it means you really, really like rock and roll from the 1960s, don't you? No, no blood sucking. No blood sucking. Be nice. Having sideburns, mustache, and full beard all connected means I learned in high school that I could grow facial hair, so I did, and I never stopped. It also means if I were to one day shave everything off, go clean, you wouldn't know who I am. Not at all. There's better things to suck off a person than blood. Fuck! Someone's gonna take that out of context. So glad this isn't Twitch where people can just randomly clip shit. Ah! Any other facial hair? Or should I move on to lingerie? 'Cause I'm a lingerie expert. Worn enough of it in my life. Fun fact, back when I was a mere YouTube watcher and not a creator, like, the most I used YouTube for was to host anime music videos that I entered in contests at anime conventions. And sometimes I would, like, make little videos of my friends that we would just share on social media. That kind of shit. I wasn't an actual serious creator. But I always kind of envisioned if I was to make content, I would do like really crazy story times because my life's weird, and just kind of like do like vaguely humorous shit. Because for some reason, people find me kind of funny sometimes. Usually, I'm not trying to be. It's weird. So yeah, I never set off to make an ASMR channel. That was never my game plan. It just happened. A mustache and beard, fully connected, means, why yes, it is me, your father. I'm finally back after 10 years, when I left to go get cigarettes. A goatee means, I really love playing acoustic guitar, and I'm gonna do everything I can to make sure you know it too. For a second, you said like goat beard, and I was thinking like what, like an actual goat's beard, like the beard that little goats have. And then I would have done a goat scream and blow out your eardrums. Alright, is that it for facial hair? And by the way, it's not just dudes that can have facial hair. Ladies can grow facial hair too. Looking at you, Kathy Bates, in American Horror Story. I see you. And believe it or not, like, more ladies grow facial hair than you think. Just usually use, like, things to make it go away. Like wax and nair and stuff. 'Cause it's not ladylike. There are some, like, you know, just some genetics, some genetic groups where both guys and gals are just naturally hairy creatures. Alright, is that it for facial hair, or should I move on to ladies' lingerie? It's funny. My husband has to be clean shaven for military duty, but when he doesn't have to report into the base, he'll sometimes just like let his beard grow out to the point where he looks like a mountain man, like that he should be wearing plaid shirts and chop wood with an axe like a lumberjack. That's what his aesthetic makes me think. I don't know what werewolf syndrome is. I would look it up, but my phone's being used to face capture, and if I was to open Google, it would turn off the face capture. Okay, if your facial hair is different color than your head hair, It means you dye your hair, but not your beard. Or it means I'm aging in very weird ways. Don't look at me. Alright, I'm gonna wrap up facial hair before it gets old. Probably already has. Oops. Let's move on to lingerie. I would show pictures, but my stream's already lagging as it is. And I bet if I tried to screen capture a window, it would make it lag even more. It didn't last time, but this stream's being stupidly laggy for some reason. Oh boy, bought a clock. Motherfucker. Go away. Go away. Go away. Okay, when it comes to lingerie, if a lady is wearing like a set that's a simple plain nude bra and a nude color panty, it means she doesn't really care what people think of her. She doesn't go all out. Very simple gal. Very normal. Likes to keep things just, you know, easy. Now, if a lady wears a matching black bra and panty set, can be a little lacy, can be normal, can be a little shiny, satiny. She knows that black is a sexy color, and that people view black underwear as inherently sexier than the colors. But she can't afford fancy lingerie, so it's the best she has. Are you seduced yet? Now, a red bra and panty set, especially one that's like lacy or glittery, means I kind of want to seduce you tonight. Why don't you take my clothes off? Is it working? Are you seduced? However, if her panties are red, but her bra isn't, and nothing about it coordinates, be a little concerned, because she might be wearing that panty set for camouflage. If you know what I mean. That might have been too far. Oops. A bra and panty set that's like a fun color, or like pastel, or has a cute like pattern or print on it, means she's probably smaller than a D cup and can find so many options for matching bra and panty sets, and she's just gonna roll with it. I'm jealous. Because stuff for bigger booby gals does not come in cute colors and patterns usually. It's boobist. It's just pure boobism. Tittism. It's horrible. When a girl wears a bra and panty set that doesn't match in the slightest, means she's probably not looking to get laid tonight. She probably just threw on whatever she had in her drawer in the morning, just to be presentable. Don't judge her. Now let's get to specific items. A regular, simple colored bra, just kind of normal. Regular straps. Means, I'm all about functionality. I just need to hoist the girls up and that's it. A push-up bra means, look at my tits. Look at them. A push-up bra that actually adds a cup size or two means she really wants you to look at her tits. She wants you to look at her tits before you look at her face. So look at them. 2 bras clipped together, and one of them might even be a push-up bra, means you'd better be looking at them tits. You'd better be looking at them. Or she's a stripper and really needs to hold things together so they don't pop out while she's dancing on the pole. Because a lot of strippers actually do that. Now, lacy bras mean the girl's feeling a bit fancy that day. So she wants to, show off a little bit if you happen to get her shirt off. A bra with convertible straps that can go in any which way means she never takes it out of her drawer because she has no idea how it works. She bought it on sale one day thinking she could use it with different shirts. Can never figure it out, so it just sits in the bottom of a drawer. But she still has it just in case. A strapless bra means a girl's getting ready for a formal function and her dress has no sleeves. That poor woman's gonna have saggy looking boobs that whole evening, because strapless bras don't do shit. Now, if a lady's just wearing like what's called a bralette, where it's just basically just pieces of fabric that cover her boobs with like no kinds of support anywhere, like no padding, no wire, no nothing, just fabric stitched together, means she probably has small boobs, so she doesn't have to worry about them having support. Lucky bitch. Now, if a girl is wearing a bra and no panties, means she is DTF. But it may or may not be with you. But she is DTF. However, panties but no bra means she either has like really small boobs that don't need support and she's not self-conscious about them, or she's, time of the month, boobs hurt, bras hurt, fuck it. Or she's not going anywhere. Why the fuck should she put a bra on? No one's gonna see her. Her boobs can sag a bit. No one gives a shit. Or happily married for many, many years. Husband doesn't really care what her boobs are doing anymore. Or it means she just had a baby, she's breastfeeding, and even maternity bras are really cumbersome to get off when you have to, feed a kid. So, braless all the way. When a lady wears, no bra and no panties, there's nothing under her clothes, means she wishes she could be a nudist if society allowed it. Let's see. I'll go into panties now. Regular cotton panties mean she's not looking to really impress anyone. She just wants to be comfortable and keep things covered. Even if they have colors or prints on it, she doesn't care. It's how they come. Just nice. Lacy panties mean she's feeling fancy and may want to impress somebody, especially if it matches her bra. A thong means she wants optimal performance when she's walking, squatting, and dancing, especially in the butt area. Maximum butt performance. Now, a G-string or Y-string thong means you'll never hear her fart because the string's so tight it just cuts through her butthole and mutes any kind of noises it makes. It also means if she does go home with you, you're definitely getting laid that night. Boy shorts mean she's probably too young for you, she's hitting the gym, or she's very self-conscious about her butt cheeks. So don't look at them. If she's wearing a sports bra with anything, it means she's working out. Don't bother her, because she's very focused right now, and you're annoying. Catch you later, Lone Wolf. Have a good night. Let's see, what other kind of panties are there? Hipster bikini style panties mean she's really self-conscious about her pubic area. She might have a bit of a fupa. Don't judge her. Not everyone can be a skinny mini. Itch. Now, cotton panties that come in a pack mean she needs an intervention. There's something severely wrong with her life, especially if she bought them and she's under the age of 40. Please get her help. She's going through something. No one should have let her do that. Granny panties mean probably over 40, definitely over 50, very self-conscious about her entire lower region, and you wouldn't believe all the things you could fit in a granny panty. Keeping all kinds of stuff in there. It's like a second handbag. It's like a void. You can store all kinds of stuff in your granny panties. It could also mean you're under 50, but you like food a lot. Like a lot. So you're really kind of self-conscious about your body, and you kind of want to suck everything in best you can without wearing any shapewear. But it's really embarrassing because they're granny panties. Striped bra and panties fall under the... You can find really nice patterns and colors for a bra and panty set, which means you probably don't have big boobs. Because bras for big boobs don't usually come in fun colors and patterns. They're very plain. It's discrimination against big boobs by these companies. You can't find cute bras for big tits. Next to impossible. Unless you special order one, and they're expensive. Fuck these people. No. Every lady has a pair of period panties, which are old, worn-out panties that she wears during 1 week of every month. They're very special, and you shouldn't judge her for wearing them if you happen to see them. They serve a purpose. And panties with holes in them means she probably owns a dog, and it got into her underwear drawer one day, but she can't afford to replace them all. I speak from personal experience with that one. Every Are we good on bras and panties? Can I move on to other types of lingerie? Or are there other types of bras and panties I missed that you want to know about? Okay, all white panties, if she's not wearing a white outfit, means she's probably wearing a uniform with a dress code. And if her underwear happens to slip through it all, it's gotta look uniform. And white is uniform. It also means she's probably a Japanese schoolgirl. Why are you looking? Ew. Oh. Crotchless panties mean she's hoping to get laid, but she's kind of self-conscious about her nether lips and how they look. So she'd like to keep them covered while going about getting laid. But she still wants you to do her. Just don't look down there, okay? She's self-conscious. Or it means she wants maximum grip on that pole. Just maximum grip. Just really just suck on it and just get on there. Just grip it. And she probably has to clean that pole afterwards. Oof. Now, crotchless panties can also mean she's a cosplayer wearing a very elaborate costume or a bodysuit, and it just makes it way easier when she has to go to the bathroom. Especially if she's like me and gets superhero bodysuit costumes that also have a crotch zipper. So all you have to do to go potty is just undo the zipper without taking the whole costume off, and you can just go pee. It's nice. You kind of feel like a guy. Now, if a girl's wearing like boxers or boxer brief, chances are she stayed over at her guy's place, whether it's her boyfriend, her husband, her date, whatever, and she forgot an extra pair of panties, and she lost hers. They got very rowdy that night, so she has to wear something to make it home, and he doesn't mind, not at all. Or it means she's very, very content in her relationship, and she and her guy just like to share clothes. No big deal. Sometimes he wears her skirts. It's a thing. Okay, now I'm going to go into like different fabrics before I get into like specific other kinds of lingerie. Regular cotton means she wants to be comfortable. Same for regular like polyester. Basic materials, she just wants to be comfy. That's it. She wants it to breathe. Spandex means she wants a bit of stretch. Either she wants to conceal some things on her body, or she wants to emphasize some things on her body because it works that way too. Now, latex, which is not forgiving at all, means she's very confident in her body and really wants to show it off without being naked. So she doesn't mind you looking. Or it means she's a dominatrix. Don't fuck with her, or she'll fuck with you, and you may or may not like it, depending on what you're into. Lacy all over means she wants to be fancy, but not too fancy. Because she wants to be really fancy, it'd have rhinestones on it. That's what makes it super fancy. If a guy wears his girlfriend's underwear, it's like a reverse situation where he's stuck at her place without spare underwear. Or he has a fetish, or he's a cross-dresser, or he could be trans and experimenting. Don't judge, okay? It's not nice. The best time to buy your significant other lingerie is when you've already had the conversation about the sexual aspect of your relationship, like when you want to have sex, if you haven't already had sex yet, how you want to go about it. And once you know she's fully comfortable with you. But I'd recommend buying her other things first before lingerie. Like, get a t-shirt for her that you might like. Or, like, a cute dress. Then get her a nice piece of lingerie. And make sure it's on an occasion where she knows to expect something sexual. Like, don't take her on a regular date and then be like, oh, here, honey, here's a gift for you. It's lingerie. She might be insulted or weirded out. But if she knows she's gonna get freaky with you, then you can be like, here you go, honey. Got you a little something. Now, if she's a sex worker, like a hooker or a stripper or something, or a porn star, you can be like, here, got this for you for work, but wear it for me first. And she'll be really happy. Because that is some stuff for work she didn't have to buy herself. Save some money. Leather lingerie means she does not give a shit about being comfortable. It's very sticky and hot. Worse than latex because it's thicker. And she really wants to show off. She also likely has a very aggressive, dominant personality. So, be nice to her. And give her all your money. All of it. Come on, Piggy. Cough it up. Simp. Simp! Alright. Toss pieces of lingerie at me. Even if you don't know exactly what they're called, I can probably figure it out. Because there's just so much of it. It's crazy what that market's like. But by the way, shapewear, like Spanx, means she really hopes she doesn't have to take it off for you. Because she is hiding a lot. Especially if she's wearing full body Spanx. You might be surprised with what happens when she takes it off. So she's really not hoping to get laid that night. She just wants to look nice under a dress that doesn't fit her otherwise. Yes. Leather means I will crush you. I will crush you like a bug. He saw later, she crushed him. Lingerie with like a fur trim or fur detail means she's probably a high class escort. So you may have to save up money to afford her. Feather details mean She's into burlesque. She's very fancy. See-through lingerie means she's really trying to show off. She's not ashamed about her body in the slightest, regardless of what size and shape it may be. She thinks she looks good, but she doesn't want to be naked because she's cold. Solid color lingerie means she still may want to show off, but she's classy. Not completely shameless. She saves that for when you're alone with her. A garter belt means she's old-fashioned, she's trying to be kind of fancy, or she got some stockings, but they don't stay up on her legs without being belted together. Or it means she's getting married, and it's kind of what you wear under your dress. Tradition. A full PVC catsuit means she's into some kinky shit. She's a cosplayer, and it's just the base for a costume. It's Halloween, and she can't think of anything else to wear, so she's pretending to be some kind of superhero. Or she wants to be sexy, but it is so damn cold out. Oh my god. Oh, okay. With stockings. Stockings that cover the legs and go up over the waist mean she probably has to dress kind of formal for work. And wants to suck everything in and smooth everything out under her dress / skirt. Especially if it's like nude or solid color. Fishnet means she's feeling a little sexy that day. Especially if it's wide fishnet. Lace also means she's feeling kind of sexy, but in a classy, fancy way. Stockings that just go up to the thighs and may or may not need a garter belt means she's definitely feeling sexy, really feeling herself, and wants to show off a bit. Because she's probably got nice legs. Especially if they have a back seam or a fishnet. And she really wants to show off. As already covered nude with like a bra and panties, it basically means she likes to keep it simple. Doesn't like to show off. However, like nude color fancier lingerie means she kind of wants to tease you a bit. Make you think she's naked until you really look at her. Hello, how you doing? How's your day / night going? Animal print lingerie means she thinks she's fierce, or she likes to be bad and bougie, but she's kind of ghetto about it. Not stereotyping anybody. Any lady can be ghetto bougie. Hugs, 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 hugs. And by the way, this lingerie could apply to dudes too, who feel like experimenting a bit. Just saying. It also can apply to trans people. I'm not gonna put it all in a box. Yawn. I'm yawning, but I'm not sleepy. I'm just kind of like mellowed out. Still have a slice of pizza left too. I have so much food in here, it's kind of gross. See, right now, my meat suit is wearing stretchy panties that go under the waist, that just kind of right on the hips, so as to not constrict the growing baby belly. Got a bunch of those. So glad I still have them, actually. They're very handy. But no bra, because them titties have gone so big so far that none of my bras fit right. And bras are expensive when you get to be a certain size. So I gotta wait for some more money to come my way so I can buy proper bras. And even then, I may not until my boobs kind of settle with what size they want to be. Because I don't want to get bras now and they grow even bigger and I can't wear them in a couple months. Then it's just a waste of money. But it's not that anybody cares. I don't go anywhere. I go to like my doctor's, sometimes the grocery store, and I go to like hair, nail, and waxing appointments. And the ladies who work those places really don't care. They're not looking at your tits. They don't know anything. They don't give a shit. I already did facial hair. I already did that. I already went through the whole facial hair shtick. Surprisingly enough, all the girls I know are not picky about facial hair. Aside from some girls do prefer clean shaven or like light stubble, and some girls actually prefer a very hairy man. There are two, preference extremes. But most women don't really care as long as it's clean and well groomed. You can have a full Santa beard, but as long as you wash it and don't let it get too unruly, she might be into that. As long as you're a nice person. If a lady with big boobs is wearing an ill-fitting bra, it means her boobs were smaller at one point, and she never bothered to replace her bras. Or she can't afford bras that are actually her size, so she has to make do. Or she thinks it looks good. She thinks it makes her boobs look bigger, but it actually makes her look like she has quad boob. Not a good look. There actually is a Santa fetish. There's a whole, like, fetish thing for the Santa lore. Not just Santa himself, but there's people into, like, the elf thing. And it's crazy. There's a Christmas fetish, basically. It's weird. Though you might know them as evangelical Christians. But ouch. Oh, like bodysuit lingerie? Bodysuit lingerie means she wants to impress you a little bit, but she also wants to look cute. However, she really doesn't like skirts that much. So, this is what she went with. Did you know there are little tiny microscopic bugs that live in the pores on your face and they come out at night, but you can't see them because they're microscopic? But just think right now, there are little bugs living in the pores of your face, eating, sleeping, mating, and shitting there. And you can't see them. It's your birthday today. Happy birthday! Tie-on lingerie means she wants to look cute and sexy, but doesn't want to waste any time taking it off. I don't think feet are gross, like some people do, unless they're dirty. But I don't think they're anything special either. They're like hands. They're just an appendage. I don't understand the appeal. I remember when I was in college, I got with this guy a few times who had like a really major foot fetish. And all he'd want to do to hook up was massage my feet. And he would get off in his pants just by massaging my feet. It was weird. I was weirded out. I was also really young, didn't really understand anything back then. But still kind of weird in hindsight. I'm like, dude, it's just a foot. Calm down. Oh, cupless onesies? Cupless onesies means she kind of wants to suck everything in around the waist area and the hip area, but goddamn, she's when you look at her tits. Catch you later, friends. Sleep well. Best music genre like when doing it? It really depends on your culture. I like slow jams personally. It's almost 9:30. I want to try to hang out till like 10. I'm not feeling sleepy yet. I just don't know what to talk about at this point. Kind of brain dead. I'm so frustrated my computer keeps lagging. Kids are alright. Sounds like they're in bed at this point, which is good. They should be in bed. Corsets mean she's wearing a very specific kind of dress that requires a certain amount of shapeliness underneath. She's already curvy and wants to emphasize it. She thinks it's fancy. Or she's really into steampunk. We can move on to shoes. I'm not going to go on a list this time because there's just so many different kinds of shoes. So, y'all can just type in shoes you can think of, and I'll tell you. I can go through sandals. Very plain flip-floppy sandals means she's going somewhere, she's going to be around water, like the beach or the pool. It's summer, and where she lives is very, very hot out. She doesn't want her feet to sweat. Or she just got her toes done with pretty polish, and she wants to show them off. Sandals that don't have the flip-floppy thong part, but have like that band that goes across the top of your foot means she does not like the feeling of thong sandals. They kind of feel weird. Or it means she wants to make sure she can properly walk in her sandals for a long period of time without them slipping off. Flip-floppy sandals with kind of like a platform or a wedge means you better not take her to walk on grass, because if she walks on grass, she will slip and roll her ankle. Don't do it. Sandals that are like kind of fancy and made of like really sturdy material, they may have like rhinestones on it or maybe a fun color, means she's feeling formal. She's probably doing something formal, but she doesn't want sweaty feet. Or formal sandals with like a high heel or a wedge means she really wants to be fancy and not have sweaty feet, and she wants to be tall. It all works out. Stilettos means she's a sex worker. If she can walk in them, she's confident in her sexiness and knows what works for her. If she can't walk in them, she's really trying so hard to be sexy, and it's just not working out for her, so don't judge her. Just help her. I'm not weirded out. I really don't judge people unless you're mean. I only judge mean, negative people. Alright, in terms of heel height, it starts out. Flats means she's all about functionality and comfortableness. She wants to be comfortable, she wants to be functional. She's not going anywhere super fancy, doesn't be very formal. She just wants to be comfy. A low heel means she's kind of feeling fancy, maybe a little bit sexy, but she still wants some control and just to be kind of comfortable. Heels that are about like 2 to 3 inches tall means she definitely needs to do something kind of formal. Or she's feeling sexy and has some confidence. She's pretty sure she can walk in these. Now, heels that are like 4 to 5 inches tall means if she can confidently walk in them, then she knows what she's doing, is probably a powerful employee at her job, like a CEO or something. Or she just has worn heels a lot in her life, is very experienced, and knows what works for her. Heels that are 6 inches or taller means you got 500 bucks. I'll make your night really nice if you have 500 bucks. That's what heel heights mean. And if they're over like 8 inches, 8 or 9 inches, she's probably not walking in them. They're probably just for aesthetics. She's probably doing a photo shoot or something. Oh, hey, I felt the baby move a little bit. That's cool. Kind of creepy, but cool. Nom, nom, nom. I miss my glasses, y'all. I really miss my glasses. I miss them so much. Crocs mean I'm 8. I'm going to the pool. Or these are really cheap on sale, and I think they look nice. But they belong in the garbage. I'm so itchy. I like being able to see. I need my glasses to see because I can't do contacts. My eyes are really sensitive. When I did try to wear contacts, they get irritated after an hour and I have to take them out. Spiked shoes means she's a badass bitch, don't fuck with her. How much pizza do I have left? I have like a couple slices. Anybody want pizza? It's Papa John's. It's black olive, pineapple, and jalapeno. I think it's good, but then again, I'm pregnant. Platform boots or shoes means she identifies as either punk or goth, she's in the biker crowd, or she wants to add some height, but she's afraid of heels. Toe shoes, if she's not doing rock climbing or hiking, means she's probably dating someone with a foot fetish. White sneakers means she's a cheerleader, she's a kid with very strict parents, or she's an adult, but she has a sugar daddy. Sneakers that are Converse or Vans means she likes to be more casual, or she's into the skater genre, or she's kind of punk, but doesn't like boots. sneakers that are like Nike or Adidas or any of those like sporty brands, and she's not working out, running, or playing a sport, means she likes to pretend she's exercising just walking around. But everybody knows she's lying to herself. If she is running or working out or doing something athletic, then they're serving their purpose. Non-athletic sneakers that have like just nice colors or prints on them means she just wants to be really, really comfy and casual. Slip-on shoes means a girl likes to be really comfortable and doesn't like to waste a lot of time getting ready. Military style boots. If she's not in the military or doing some kind of program that's kind of like being in the military, and she's not a hunter, means she's either crushing on, dating, or married to someone in the military, wants to impress them, or she thinks it makes her look hard and rough, but unless she knows how to work with the rest of her clothes, she looks kind of like a dork. Now, old, beat-up, dark-colored military-style boots means she knows what to work with when it comes to being punk. Thigh-high boots with no heels means she wants to be kind of stylish, but also comfortable. Thigh-high boots with a heel, but are like kind of like a soft fabric, means again she wants to be stylish, and hopefully she can walk in those. Now, if they're like patent leather and shiny, she might be doing something kinky. You have to ask her. Buckles or zippers on boots, if they're not done like goth or punk style, for aesthetic, means she really just wants to be able to easily get in and out of her shoes or boots, with little fuss. Laces means she likes to make sure they're tight and secure, and she has time to undo them and redo them. Hey there. Catch you later, Nathan. Thanks for hanging out. Ooh, spaghetti. Someone touched my spaghetti. That's spicy. I just put right into a jalapeno. Scuba shoes. Or snorkel shoes. Because scuba shoes are actually fins, so those would be snorkel shoes. Snorkel shoes means she goes to the beach a lot, and doesn't want to hurt herself. And if she's not wearing them at the beach, she just wishes she was at the beach. Alright, I'm gonna give y'all like a 15-minute heads up. I'm probably gonna go in like 15 minutes. I don't think I can hold out for another 4-hour stream. I'm not sleepy, but because my glasses are missing, I'm starting to get a little bit of eye strain from trying to look at chat. I'm gonna have to be really close to my computer and it's hurting my eyes. Hi, Tamago. Doing okay. Doing okay. How are you? Personally, for me, when it comes to a guy's facial hair, it depends on their face shape. It really depends on their face shape. And how strong a jawline they have. Like, my husband, I prefer him with, like, a little bit of stubble. Not a whole lot of facial hair, just, like, a little bit of stubble. Because while he does look a lot younger when he's, like, fully clean shaven, I don't like him looking younger. I like him looking his age. He looks more dignified with a little bit of stubble. I personally don't usually like full-on beards because they tend to remind me of my dad, and then I get weirded out. Because for most of my life, my dad had a full-on, like, thick beard. Gotta keep in mind, my dad's Middle Eastern, so, like, facial hair is kind of a thing for older gentlemen in some countries. He only, like, started not having a beard anymore when he was in, like, his 50s, and it started coming in gray. And he got frustrated, so he just shaved it off. He looks really weird without a beard. See, I like my combination of pineapple, olive, and jalapeno because it all complements each other. The sweetness of the pineapple outweighs the spiciness of the jalapeno, and the spiciness of the jalapeno really emphasizes the saltiness of the olive, and the saltiness of the olive makes the sweetness of the pineapple not as sweet. It just works. Ah. Ah. I'm very sniffly, I'm sorry. I just ate some spicy pizza. Ah, spicy pizza. That's a spicy pizza. At an old place I used to live, like almost 10 years ago, there was a pizza place that was like a mom and pop shop. They had all kinds of like interesting combinations. They made a buffalo chicken pizza that was so good. And they would send it to you with a side of ranch and a side of blue cheese for you to choose between to either spread on or dip your pizza into. It was awesome. Bandage feet means she's doing something like in the martial arts or athletics, or she hurt herself, or she's pretending she hurt herself for sympathy. And it might be working. I'm not overly tired, even though I didn't get a nap today. I feel alright. Just kind of brain dead. So I've had a long day. I've been up since 2 in the morning. So at some point, even if you're not tired, your brain just kind of fizzles out. And you just kind of like zone and stare into space. All comfortable like. Kind of like being high. I'm also nibbling and drinking a drink. And when that happens, it kind of messes with the face tracking and freezes my model. Coffee or tea? I like iced coffee if I need caffeine. But if I just want to drink something because I'm thirsty, I'll probably go with like an iced tea. I only drink hot tea if I have a sore throat. Or a stomach ache. Sometimes it works for a stomach ache. And I actually had a good time this morning being up that early. I got so much done. Because now my older kid has to get up for school a little over an hour earlier than she had to before. So that gives me less time in the morning to take care of things. When it comes to people like being into fandoms, I like a happy medium. Like you can casually like something and even like have one be like a little hobby. Like you can be like really into I don't know, the Beatles. Maybe have a few Beatles posters in their albums. And that's cool. But people who make like a fandom their entire life and their personality, don't Stop. Leave me alone. No. I was around those people a lot when I was younger. And as I got older, I realized that it was kind of annoying. Like, have a real personality. You have an update? What's going on in MLP? Afro. Can't believe that's still in my head. It's been like 11 years. I don't know what a brain fetish is. Maybe something for smart people? I don't know. Oh, hey, friend. Hey, Nick Nitro. It's going alright. How are you doing? Yeah, you have a place, MLP? That's awesome. Do I like overly muscly people? No. Like bodybuilders? No. Not really. To each their own, but eh. I like just like healthy looking people. Not too skinny, not too fat, not too muscly. Delightfully average. My husband's kind of like broad, especially in the shoulders. And he's got like pretty muscly arms. But that's about it. And I like him just the way he is. What does it mean if someone has like a check mark next to their name in chat? I haven't seen that before. Because I'm a huge nobody. No, I don't really do 80s workout music. It's kind of cheesy to me. I use like hip-hop beats mostly. A little bit like hard, edgy hip-hop beats. Not lo-fi. I like something with a good bass. Helps me keep rhythm. Best of luck with your court case, my dude. Hope it goes well for you. Howdy! How you doing? How's your day / night going? Those of you who want the what someone's blank means, we kind of wrapped that up already. I kind of did that for like an hour and a half. And after a while, your brain just runs out of trivia. I kind of agree with you, Corvus, except when I was a kid, I played this baseball game on Nintendo, and you could be the pitcher, and you can, on purpose, throw the ball and hit the batter with it. And it was funny. I did that a lot. I laughed. I'm a mean person. Oh, it's a verified account. Okay. I was wondering about that. I thought it was just kind of like a hack that some people can do with their usernames to make it look fancy. But yeah, I get the checkmark thing. I should have thought of that. But I thought that only showed up when, like, you showed up in the home screen. I didn't realize that showed up in stream chats. I don't know much about live football, to be honest. Not really a sports watching person. When I was in high school, there was a Super Bowl. I fell asleep during it. And I woke up kind of like half dead. And I'm like, hey, are the Patriots winning? And my friend was like, the Patriots aren't even in this game, dumbass. It's the Seahawks. I'm like, oh. So, are the Patriots winning? I don't even like the Patriots. I was just really sleepy. Oh, you like my model? Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It's got booba. I like my booba. I'm glad things are going to work out for you, MLP. Again, best of luck with your court case. For real. Hope it goes well. But yeah, your place to live. I do know Iron Giant. That's a good movie. One of the best roles Vin Diesel ever had. Hell yeah. I'm one of those people who can do her best to make do with any kind of situation after a while. So I don't know if there's like one specific country I wouldn't live in. I probably wouldn't want to live in a country that doesn't like Jews because I don't want to get murdered. And I do have a preference for countries that have like toilets and running water. I really don't like the idea of going poop in the streets. Doesn't sound nice. Not that I'm like against like the people who have to do that. Like if you have to do that, that's just part of life for you. It's okay. It's all right, but not something I would do. What's up, Emma? What's going on? I have like stuff from Mel Brooks movies in my head. Oh, Nazi. Bye. I had to watch Iron Giant a lot when I was in film school for the animation class. I think it's because the professor worked on it or something. Regardless, I've seen it a lot. Don't freeze, computer. Don't freeze, computer. Don't freeze, computer. What are you doing? Don't freeze. Don't worry about the Nazi. I banned them. Unfortunately, when you're Jewish, you learn certain code people use to be anti-Semitic and hateful. Here, I need to type something out because it's hard to explain verbally. There we go. Sorry, I could not explain that verbally. I know some Jewish people online who try to like reclaim the parentheses thing as kind of like, you know, standing up to the hateful people. But generally, if you see that being used around people's names, especially like with a statement, it's hate speech. It basically is to allude to the globalist conspiracy with Jews being the secret leaders of the world and, you know, being like bloodsuckers and crazy shit like that. It's not nice. Oh, it's okay, Emma. It's all good. It's all good. Here, I'd see if I can find an article that explains it better than I can. yeah, I found an article. There we go. Perfect. Perfect by the ADL. There we go. Emma, did you just ask if William has a fetish? Girl. Girl. I love you. I do. You're such a sweetheart. But, like, he doesn't hide it at all. Not in the slightest. Albeit, William, you're very, very nice and polite about it. You're not creepy about it, so I dig it. Okay, I gotta admit, I don't feel like awkward, but I do feel uncomfortable that someone like that came into my chat. I feel slightly unsafe. I think I'll hang out for like another like 5 minutes or so, but then I'm probably gonna bounce. Kinda need to maybe soak in a bath or something. Or eat some ice cream. Ah, Emma, that means you're sapiosexual. That's cool. Am I a misanthrope? Not really. I wish I could snuggle my husband, but he's still at work. He won't be home from work for like another like 2.5 hours. Catch you later, coffee man. If you like bodybuilder women, you like bodybuilder women. There's nothing wrong with that. It's cool. Dun, 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 dun. Man, my stupid computer keeps freezing a little bit and lagging. So frustrating. Yeah, definitely maybe a sign that I need to log off in a few minutes. Give the computer a break. It's not even overheated. I don't know what's wrong with it at this point. It's just being finicky. I look okay without makeup. I look very average without makeup. I personally, when I want to be presentable, like to wear it. Especially stuff that like brings out my eyes. Okay, I got big anime eyes. It is easy to be a misanthrope with just like how societal structures are nowadays and cultural shifts, but it takes strength to, you know, have a more positive outlook, or at least a neutral one. You're fine, Emma. You're fine. Nothing to be, like, embarrassed or ashamed of. Not the slightest. It'd be one thing if you, like, were taking those quizzes and you were, like, 12, but you're in your 20s. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Totally fine. One thing I'm going to do when my new desktop's ready and I can stream on Twitch again is I'm going to show off my favorite TikToks. Because I still don't like TikTok because they banned me and the app's very annoying because there's so much crap on it. But there are some funny TikToks that I like. Alrighty. Starting to get a little bit late, y'all. Sorry to anybody just joining. But my computer's getting, like, really laggy. It keeps freezing. I'm probably gonna go relax for a bit. So, thanks everybody for joining me. Thanks for hanging out. Hope y'all learned a little something. Have a good night / day, depending on your time zone. If I don't do a random stream over the weekend, I may or may not, depending on what's going on, I'll be back on here on Tuesday for the usual Tuesday ASMR stream. We can all just relax and vibe together. Thanks for hanging out with me. Y'all are awesome. Stay awesome, everybody. Love you. Mwah. And just for a little bit of fun. Ada, ada. Ahigo. Ada, ada. Just for y'all. Mwah.